Imagine waking up one day to discover that everything you thought you knew about the world was wrong. Memories you swear by, shared by millions, suddenly don't align with reality. Welcome to the eerie and mind-bending world of the Mandela Effect, where collective memories warp and reality shifts before our very eyes. Ready to question your own memories and reality itself? Let's dive in. Henry VIII eating a turkey leg. Many people mistakenly recall a portrait of Henry VIII showing him eating or holding a turkey leg, although no such painting exists. This false memory might stem from Henry VIII's well-known image as a robust and imposing figure, which has become deeply embedded in popular culture. The image of the king with a turkey leg has been perpetuated through various cartoons and caricatures, humorously emphasizing his larger-than-life persona and indulgent lifestyle. These satirical depictions contribute to the collective misremembering, blurring the lines between historical accuracy and fictional representation. Henry VIII's reputation as a lavish and gluttonous ruler, coupled with his significant physical presence, makes the erroneous image of him with a turkey leg seem plausible to many. His larger-than-life figure, known for his extravagant banquets and opulent feasts, feeds into this misconception. The monarch's historical image as a powerful and somewhat overindulgent ruler easily merges with the caricatured version of him enjoying a turkey leg, an image that has been humorously exaggerated in various forms of media. This phenomenon illustrates how cultural portrayals and stereotypes can shape and distort public memory, leading to widely held but inaccurate beliefs about historical figures. The false memory of Henry VIII with a turkey leg is a testament to the power of popular culture in reshaping historical narratives. Luke, I am your father. If you've ever watched Star Wars, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, you likely recall the dramatic moment when Darth Vader reveals a shocking truth to Luke Skywalker. Many fans distinctly remember Vader saying, "Luke, I am your father," during this climactic scene near the film's end. However, you might be surprised to learn that this widely quoted line is actually a misquote. The real line delivered by Darth Vader is, "No, I am your father." Despite this, the misquoted version has ingrained itself in popular culture to the point where it's more commonly remembered and cited than the actual line. This phenomenon, where people recall and repeat incorrect versions of famous quotes, illustrates the fascinating way collective memory can sometimes diverge from historical fact. The power and emotional impact of the scene have cemented it in our minds, but over time, the details have shifted slightly. This is a prime example of how the Mandela Effect operates, where a large number of people remember something differently from how it actually happened. Mirror, mirror on the wall. If you recall watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, you might remember the famous line, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" However, as highlighted by the subtitled screenshot, the actual line starts with "magic mirror on the wall." This discrepancy can be confusing, especially considering that Julia Roberts and Lily Collins starred in a 2012 live-action film based on the Snow White tale, aptly titled "Mirror, Mirror." The film's title likely reinforces the common misquotation of the iconic line from the original animated classic. This mix-up demonstrates how certain phrases from popular culture can be easily altered in collective memory, influenced by subsequent adaptations and reinterpretations. The original line from Disney's Snow White holds a unique charm and accuracy that is often overshadowed by modern retellings and pop culture references. So the next time you think of the evil queen's famous question to her enchanted mirror, remember it as "magic mirror on the wall." Oscar Mayer or Oscar Mayer. The correct spelling of the famous hot dog brand is Oscar Mayer, yet some people distinctly recall it being spelled as Oscar Mayer. This discrepancy has stirred up some debate. The confusion likely stems from the pronunciation, which aligns more closely with Mayer than Mayer. Typically, Mayer is pronounced differently, as in the case of the musician John Mayer. The name Oscar Mayer has been around for decades, and the jingle "My Bologna Has a First Name" Its OSCAR, my Balome, has a second name. Its MAYER has cemented the brand's spelling in public memory. Despite this, the pronunciation might still lead people to incorrectly remember it as Meyer. This phenomenon, where a large group of people recall something differently from the actual fact, is often linked to the Mandela Effect, where collective false memories occur. In the case of Oscar Mayer, the long-standing brand recognition and catchy jingle help affirm the correct spelling, even though the pronunciation can be misleading. So, while Oscar Mayer might sound right to some, the location of New Zealand. New Zealand is geographically positioned southeast of Australia. This is evident when examining any standard map, where New Zealand is located across the Tasman Sea, situated to the southeast of the Australian continent. However, there exists a community of individuals who assert that they distinctly recall New Zealand being northeast of Australia instead of its actual southeast position. These individuals are often part of the broader discourse surrounding the Mandela Effect, a phenomenon where a large group of people remember historical facts or geographical locations differently than how they are recorded. This collective misremembering includes specific details, such as the relative positioning of countries. Despite the consistent evidence on contemporary maps and globes showing New Zealand's true southeast location, the memories of this community diverge, creating an intriguing discussion about the nature of memory, perception, and the possible explanations for these widespread misconceptions. Berenstain Bears. The beloved children's book series, The Berenstain Bears, created by Stan and Jan Berenstain, is often cited as a classic example of the Mandela Effect. A significant number of people distinctly recall the series being spelled as Berenstain Bears, with an E instead of an A. This discrepancy in memory has led to widespread confusion and curiosity. This phenomenon is not unique to the Berenstain Bears. A similar case is the well-known brand Oscar Mayer, where many people remember the name as Oscar Mayer. These instances hint at a possible underlying cognitive explanation for the Mandela Effect, rather than the more sensational theory of parallel universes that some individuals propose. The Mandela Effect is characterized by large groups of people recalling events, names, or details differently from how they occurred or are recorded. Cognitive scientists suggest that these memory distortions can result from various factors, including the brain's tendency to create patterns and fill in gaps based on familiarity and expectations. In the case of the Berenstain Bears, the spelling Berenstain may seem more familiar or natural due to the prevalence of names ending in "steen." Pikachu's black-tipped tail. Many people have a vivid recollection of Pikachu, the beloved Pokémon character, as having a black-tipped tail. This recollection is, in fact, a common example of false memory. In reality, Pikachu's tail is uniformly yellow and lacks any black coloration. The origin of this discrepancy may lie in Pikachu's actual design features. Pikachu's ears are tipped with black, and these distinctive black tips could easily lead to a blending of visual details in memory. When people remember Pikachu with a black-tipped tail, it's possible that their minds are conflating the black-tipped ears with the tail, resulting in the false memory of a black tip on the tail as well. Such memory distortions are not unusual and often occur because the brain attempts to create coherence by merging similar or related features. In this case, the strong visual element of the black-tipped ears might overshadow the correct detail of the tail's coloration. Mickey Mouse's suspenders. Mickey Mouse stands as one of the most iconic cartoon characters in history, recognized worldwide for his charm and whimsical antics. Despite his widespread fame, there are notable discrepancies in how people remember him. One prevalent misperception is that Mickey Mouse wears suspenders. In reality, Mickey has never been depicted with suspenders in his official appearances. Instead, his classic look features him wearing only a pair of red shorts, with his upper body left uncovered. This design choice, which might seem quite bold by contemporary standards, reflects the character's original, somewhat rebellious charm. This contrast between popular memory and the actual design of Mickey Mouse highlights how our recollections of beloved characters— no, really, it's not Looney Tunes. Indeed, Looney Tunes is the correct name for the classic series of animated shorts that have entertained audiences for decades. These beloved characters, including Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig, made their debut in the original Looney Tunes series, which was created as a companion to the Merry Melody series. Both series were produced by Warner Bros. And are renowned for their iconic characters and humorous sketches. It's worth noting that the original Looney Tunes series is often confused with the later TV show, Tiny Toon Adventures. Tiny Toon Adventures, which premiered in the late 1980s, introduced a new generation of characters inspired by the original Looney Tunes gang. These new characters, such as Babs Bunny and Buster Bunny, attended Acme University, where they were trained by the classic Looney Tunes characters, blending old with new in a fresh and entertaining way. Despite this evolution in the world of animation, it is crucial to remember that the original series was titled Looney Tunes rather than Looney Tunes. The correct spelling is Tunes, reflecting the musical nature of the early animated shorts. This distinction is important for fans and historians of animation. Jiffy Peanut Butter. You're likely familiar with various brand names that feature the term Jiffy in different contexts. For instance, Jiffy Lube is a popular service center known for providing quick and convenient automotive maintenance. Jiffy Pop is a well-loved brand of popcorn that you can prepare in a matter of minutes, embodying the essence of a speedy snack. Skippy is another well-known name, famous for its peanut butter products. And if you've ever made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a hurry, you might describe it as being done in a jiffy. Despite these familiar uses of Jiffy, when it comes to peanut butter, there is no actual product named Jiffy Peanut Butter. The brand in question has always been Jif and not Jiffy, although many people mistakenly recall it by the latter name. This common mix-up is a classic example of how brand names can be misremembered or confused with similar-sounding terms, leading to widespread but incorrect associations. The persistence of this confusion underscores how easily our memories can blend brand names. Shazam, starring Sinbad. The Mandela Effect is a psychological phenomenon where large groups of people recall events or details differently from how they actually occurred. A well-known example involves the supposed movie Shazam, which many remember as starring comedian Sinbad in the 1990s. Despite these collective memories, no such film exists. This confusion may stem from a combination of factors. For instance, there was a real movie called Kazam released in 1996, which is a comedic homage to Casablanca and features a character obsessed with the film. Allen's movie humorously explores the impact of Casablanca on its fans and features the misquoted line, cementing it in popular culture. The persistence of the misquote can be attributed to its catchy nature and widespread repetition in media, even though it diverges from the original dialogue. Despite this, Casablanca remains celebrated for its powerful performances and the emotional resonance of its soundtrack, with the misquoted line adding to its enduring legacy. It's a beautiful day. Where? The Mandela Effect, a phenomenon where large groups of people remember events or details differently from how they occurred, was notably illustrated by Hollywood's handling of the 2019 biopic about Fred Rogers. The film was titled A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, a reference to the beloved theme song of Fred Rogers' long-running television show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The song's opening line is famously remembered by many as, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood," which aligns with the film's title. However, the actual lyrics of the song are, "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood." This discrepancy highlights how collective memories can become distorted over time. Despite the song's precise lyrics being a matter of record, the altered version in the film's title reflects a widespread misremembering. This phenomenon is a key example of how public memory can shift, influenced by media representations and cultural touchpoints, thereby contributing to the Mandela Effect. That wraps up our exploration of the Mandela Effect and its intriguing instances. If you found these mind-bending phenomena as fascinating as we did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Stay curious, and until next time, keep questioning the world around you.